Welcome. We've got a lot of news to go into today, and I wanted to go live like I usually, like I used to before Halo Infinite launched for the Inside Infinite updates. If any of you guys remembered that, but today we're going through Halo Infinite's March update, and there's quite a lot here to digest. Let's just say that we've got looks at some of the new maps coming in Season 2, as well as information on co-op, as well as stuff on Forge in coming Season 3. So, quick welcome to everybody who is watching, who is joining me. Appreciate all of you guys. This is really, really good news because, at least for me, and I'm sure a lot of you guys as well, we were feeling pretty down in the dumps about Halo Infinite and the whole situation going on there. This is good to see. And the little quick snippets of these images, the snippets of these maps, actually look really nice. Right, so as you guys can see here, this is one of the maps called Catalyst. So, yeah, off the bat, it looks really nice. You guys can see a thrust over there. It's kind of a bit of a, I don't know, it's like a ruiny vibe, but I don't know. I really like the vibe of it, let's just say that. I don't know if it was one of the leaked ones, but yeah, it looks really nice from this one screenshot. So very quickly, guys, I'm going to say for anyone watching or anyone joining the live stream, this is going to be very similar to a Inside Infinite update. Like those were the updates we had before Halo Infinite launched, and this is very similar to that, right? So very similar style. Which is really good to see. Really good to see. Hey, guys, thank you. 40 of you guys watching. Please drop a like on the stream. Really do appreciate it. Or, of course, if you guys are watching it back as a video, please drop me a like. But, yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking about all of this. It is really good to see all of you guys. It is really good to see all you guys. Boomsticks, IBAM, what's going on? Party Shrimp, Armstrong, Kemi, King Min, what's going on? Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Can you even take it? What's going on? Gold Leader, Beef on Demand. Hey, thank you, guys. Ethan, good to see all of you guys. Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, so yeah, this is actual content for once. So this is pretty awesome. Let's just jump into it. So I believe this was written by Joseph Staten himself. So this should be pretty good. All right. So without further ado, let's just jump into it and get on with it. So the most important thing is when can we expect new content and features, right? And let's start with the brief answers and what's coming in Season 2. So this is the focus of the Halo Infinite team in priority order. First, addressing issues negatively impacting the player experience. Second, completing Season 2 and delivering it as promised on May 3rd. I can't read, sorry guys. And then third, continuing work on campaign co-op, Forge, and Season 3. Now, I'm really hoping they haven't delayed anything here. Now, I haven't actually read it, but I'm really praying they haven't delayed anything here. So let's continue. I'm Australian, Wild Willy. But yeah, it's good to see you guys. Okay, let's go. This is good so far. So we also have a priority 0 that undergrids everything we do, namely team health, with an emphasis on getting ourselves into a sustainable development rhythm so that we can deliver great experiences to all of you while keeping a healthy work-life balance. Okay, so that's all good there. So we're gonna we're gonna dive deep into their priorities, right? 1, 2, and 3. And then then we're going to go into that. So Season 2's title, as you guys can see there, is Lone Wolves. So it is, that is awesome. I really hope there's an emphasis around FFA then, or Lone Wolves. And this is a quick sneak peek, I think. Yeah, so, these are 2 concepts of Spartan armors that are coming in Season 2, and they look really nice. So we got Spartan Sigrid Eklund on the left, and Spartan I cannot on the right. But yeah, so I'm gonna say in terms of their overall look and aesthetic, it looks pretty badass. Again, we're not too sure what the theme of Season 2 will be, like besides Lone Wolves. So if it is, here it does say here they're fierce, rugged, and prefer to work alone, but they're still loyal to the Spartan pack. Here's an early peek at 2 of these Lone Wolves. Okay. Yeah, no, this looks cool. This looks really cool, guys. I don't know about you guys, but this does look cool. Good to see all. Yo, welcome, guys. Hollow, what's going on, man? Hamburg, what's going on? Praise the prophets. Finally, the silence is over. literally, finally, guys. Oh, man. So, if you check Season 1 Battle Pass, you will see that the Season 1 ends on May 2nd, and that's because Season 2 will launch May 3rd. I'm very excited to announce. Okay, there we go. So, there we go. Now, is there any mention here? So they talk about the critical issues. Now, I will dive a bit deeper into this, but I want to go first through the most important stuff for anyone that has to quickly skim through this, or you're watching the video live or watching the video back. I want to show you the stuff. I want to show you the juice of the stuff of the update first and foremost. Okay, so as you guys can see, we've got Lone Wolves coming, which is the name of Season 2. Now, that's 2 Spartans that will be coming. This is the first look at the Fracture armor coming in Season 2. So I don't know if any of you guys have seen the leaks, and then the leaks were pretty much indicating that it would be like a, I don't know, like a Fallout type of armor or something like that. Just a bit more, you know, or maybe even like a Warhammer Space Marine type of look. But yeah, just a lot. Really, that's like fucking. That's a big armor. Like that's a lot of armor up there. So yeah, that looks pretty cool. I don't know about you guys, but that looks awesome. So yeah, I think that's really cool. But the Fracture armor will not be directly tied to the Lone Wolf stuff, if that makes sense. So that's an interesting thing and an important thing to remember. But they even say here, not all season content is directly linked to the theme, right? Which makes sense. And a prime example of this is our free Fracture armor core for Season 2. So again, as we had Tenrai for Season 1, we're going to have this one for Season 2. We're not too sure what it's called just yet, but yeah. Okay, here we go. This is the next map called Breaker. It's a BTB map called Breaker. And it's a concept art of it, so it's not an actual in-game like image like this one, like Catalyst. But still, we can get a little bit of a general vibe from it. So we got a bit of a desert theme here, which looks really nice. I'm a big fan of anything like that similar to Sandtrap. So, you know, I want maps like that in the desert or with a, you know, urban-y vibe. Not urban-y vibe, sorry. With like a, you know, sandy vibe to it, you know. So, yeah, that does look nice. So, this banished, I don't know if this is banished compound, banished tower. I'm not too sure. But my only hope is for this map is that we should, like, allow us to go on that or in it or, you know, let us do that. Let us interact with, like, the element in the map, if that makes sense. You know, so if you guys think about Deadlock, you guys can't go up the tower, or you guys can't really go on the tower, on the banished tower, you know, or the banished AA turret. So it's just there in the middle of the map, you know. So I would love for this thing to be, you know, something that you can actually walk up to, go inside, kill people, go outside. So we will see. So yeah, it's called Breaker. It looks really nice. It's a BTB map coming to Halo Infinite in Season 2. And then, of course, this is a concept paint over of Catalyst. Right, so I thought it was an in-game. It looks really good, I'm going to say. I thought that was an in-the-game screenshot. So yeah, okay, that looks really good. I think, if I had to pick it, I'm more hyped for this one. But this map as well looks really nice. It does. I cannot lie there. Modes are coming. Okay, we're going to get down to it. Desert prediction for more biomes. Absolutely. Like, for sure. I'd say, you know, snow biome, desert biome, that is for sure in the cards for Halo Infinite's campaign DLC. And we do know that there will be a story component to the multiplayer side. So I recently made a video, guys, for any of you guys wondering or not too sure, about let's say a story component coming for your multiplayer Spartan. It will be different to the campaign DLC in and of itself, but it should be really cool. I don't know what it will be, maybe like a PVE thing, like Firefight, but yeah, it looks really cool. And yeah, Dragon looks like Guardian. Yeah, I'm kind of getting like a similar vibe, eh? It looks really nice. I think this one will be one of my favorite arena maps, just looking at it. So overall, aesthetic, fantastic. And I want to see more maps like that in the game as we go forward. And hopefully, I do hope that there's more than just 2 coming Season 2. We definitely need more than 2 maps coming to Season 2. So we haven't got there just yet, but we'll see. So they say we will have a lot more to share about Season 2 maps, modes, customization options, and narrative content in April. Okay, so there you go again, narrative content in April, as our marketing and promotional campaign kicks into high gear. So that's pretty interesting. So again, a few things to take away there. Maps and modes that probably aren't in this update we'll hear more about as we get closer to Season 2. And then, of course, customization options. We're not too sure what they're going to say in regards to that, but hopefully it's something to do with like cross-core customization or allowing things to be universal, like a universal armor core, like a universal armor coating, universal armor weapon coating, something like that. Solstice Narrows from Halo 3. Fuck, I would love to see Narrows, or a remake of Narrows in Halo Infinite. That would be awesome. Okay, so moving on to their third priority, it is to work on campaign co-op Forge, Forge and Season 3. We're making great progress on campaign network co-op, and to be clear, this work has been occurring in parallel to Season 2 work, as has our work on Forge. But the reality, hang on, don't say it, is that it's going to take more time to land a high quality, full-featured 4-player network co-op experience in the massive, wide-open world of Halo Infinite. We are also committed to a great 2-player split-screen co-op experience on all Xbox consoles. From the original Xbox One through Xbox One Series X, and the non-linear, wide-open sections of the campaign present some big challenges for split-screen that have taken us more time to solve. Fuck, I knew it would be delayed. Damn it. All this means that we will not be able to ship campaign network co-op on May 3rd. There you go. At the start of season... Okay. Is it still coming season 2 though? But we're still aiming to deliver a campaign network co-op later in season 2. And we'll share a release date for that and for split screen co-op as soon as we can. So, if I'm honest, guys, I think a lot of people were expecting some sort of delay for co-op. Do I think... yeah, fuck. That is disappointing. I don't know how... Yeah, fuck. That's annoying. That is annoying. It does depend on how large and how big Season 2 is. If Season 2 is 60 days, then I guess that won't be too bad if it's if it comes at the halfway point. But if they delay Season 2 to 140 days or 120 days, similar to Season 1, then that's where I think the problem I have will come into play. Yeah, I don't know about you guys. What's your thoughts on that? Hey, Gerald, how you going, man? Good to see you, Gerald. Co-op, who knows, man. Literally, yeah, a general consensus or general thing from all of you guys. I think everyone was expecting it to be delayed. At least it's not delayed into Season 3, for crying out loud. We're going to keep reading. We are going to keep reading. But, yeah, at least it sounds like the experience will be solid. From what I'm hearing. 4-player, and it's going to be 4-player. So you've got a 2-player split screen, but 4-player network co-op. Right? I guess that was also to be expected. Some people were hoping for 4-player co-op, but that's just the way it is. Not the way it is, sorry. I just guess that was the way it was going to be for a game like Halo Infinite. Silverline, maybe Season 2's content will be enough to hold us over. I think so, Yoko Sky. I think so. That's a possibility. And from what we're seeing so far, it is shaping up to be good. But yeah, we just need to see... My main thing is we need to see more maps, more modes, probably before Season 2. I think anything... If it's under... Let's say... So they've teased us one B2B map and one arena map. So I think... we need at least double that. We need at least 2 arena maps, 2 BTB maps, and then I think I'll actually be really happy with that. But overall, that's solid. The only issue there is, of course, the campaign delay. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going to see what they're saying. We are also making great progress on Forge. Indeed, we are already flighting Forge to a small group of community creators and working closely with them to ensure that all of you have a terrific experience creating, sharing, browsing, and playing Forge content. So that's actually really good to hear. I'm hoping they are talking to the actual forgers, like Infinite Forgers, and Duquesne 23, all those guys who have a lot of history and do a lot of stuff in Forge. So get their opinions, get their thoughts. That would be really good to help shape the product. But yeah, that's really good to hear. So they are actually flighting it, which is great. Hopefully they have a broader flight for all of us guys, all of us, scrubs that, have to play the game normally. That would be cool. Giving us a bit of a tease or a taste of Forge before it arrives would be really cool. We'll see. Honorable mention, I don't think so. From what I'm just reading, I don't think so just yet. Unless I get to it now, we'll see. But yeah, so that is all in all the Forge stuff. I'm really excited for Forge. I don't think it has to be said, guys, that Forge will 100% keep Halo Infinite afloat. It will keep this game alive. It will keep the game going. I think that's just common sense based on what we've seen so far from the mode. But yeah, we'll keep going. So speaking of Season 3, while the majority of the team... Sorry, hang on. In the near term, we will continue to privately flight Forge as we develop it, while also planning for public flights later this year. Okay, thank God. We still have the goal of shipping Forge with Season 3. So, my only problem with goal instead of it will be, shipping Season 3, it means that if an issue arises, 343 can actually change it and say, sorry, it's coming a little bit later, a little bit after Season 3, or like during Season 3. So yeah, I'm hoping that goal changes to a, like an absolute fact where they say, no, Forge is coming at the start of Season 3. But yeah, I guess that won't come out, or I guess we won't hear about that until like Season 2. Speaking of Season 3, while the majority of the team is tackling hot list items, shipping Season 2, and working on campaign co-op and Forge, there are also many folks already hard at work on Season 3. We'll be sharing additional details and specifics on all of these development efforts at a later date. Miguel Mahmood just went today 180, just going through all the Gamers Dead vids and seeing this pop up. Hey, yeah, this is good. We're looking good, guys. Trust me. We'll try to be a bit positive. Like, this is good news, all right? This is something that we've been waiting for, and this is very, very similar to an Inside Info update. Probably not as long, but I really wanted to do a stream because I just thought that not only could I interact with you guys a bit, but also you guys can get my raw feelings on this update. And I'm going to say, so far, it's really, really solid. The only issue I'd say is the slight campaign co-op delay, but that is just, I guess that was to be expected, right? So hang on, let's take a look. So Halo Daco, how you going? So very quickly, I'll just sum it up for you. So we've got 2 new maps coming. We've got one arena map, which is Catalyst, which looks absolutely gorgeous. And we've got a concept of the brand new BTB map called Breaker, which has a, deserty vibe, and I don't know, maybe imagine there's an elephant or something on it. That would be so sick, but that looks awesome. We've got the first look at a concept of the new Fracture armor coming in Season 2 as well, which looks really nice. I've got to say, I think I'm more hyped for this than the Tenrai. And then, of course, we've got we've got a look at Season 2 and Season 2's name, which is called Lone Wolves, right? So that looks awesome. I like the name. I love Lone Wolves. And the 2 Spartans that they've shown us, like in this concept, look really nice. So yeah, let me know if you guys are happy with all this. Drop a like on the stream or video if you guys are watching it back. I'm curious to see what you guys are thinking. And of course, okay, I hate to plug, I hate to say this, but if any of you guys want to subscribe to the channel, feel free. That would absolutely mean a lot to me. If you haven't already. And if you have already subscribed, you're an absolute legend. Just saying. Okay, yeah, so hopefully that was a quick summary for a lot of you guys that just tuned in. But all in all, this is looking really nice. Okay, besides the campaign co-op thing, that's the only bummer of today's news. But at least everything else is looking nice. A lot of people were actually saying that there was major issues behind the scenes, and that Season 2 would have no maps, no new modes, and just a new battle pass and new items in the store. And of course, that's not the case. That's not happening. But yeah, that's so this is good to see. Of course, they did mention here that I want to highlight this. I want to really highlight this. We will have a lot more to share about Season 2 maps, modes, customization options, and narrative content in April as our marketing and promotional campaign kicks into high gear. So to me, that means there is more. That means there is more maps, more modes that will be shown to us, before Season 2, or hopefully they'll be shown to us as like a surprise when Season 2 launches. So they're only showcasing 2 maps right now, but I'm 99% sure there'll be at least like 2 more. So I'm expecting 4 maps for Season 2. And as they said here, they said literally they will share more about the Season 2 maps and modes, customization options, etc., etc. So, in my opinion, they would have said that these are the 2 maps coming in Season 2 if they were the only 2 maps coming in Season 2. So that's my opinion and that's my thoughts. I don't know about you guys. Are you guys feeling the same thing? Same way, sorry, but yeah, like let me know. I'm really curious to see what you guys are saying. Jacob, 2 more maps. I think so. I think that's going to be the case. At the very least, at the bare minimum, there has to be 4 maps coming Season 2. I think to make people somewhat happy or happy. For me, if we see 4 maps, 2 BTB maps, 2 arena maps, I will actually be very happy with that. I will be. And I do want to say this as well. Like the community has been. I'm sure you all know, the community has been very down in the dumps lately. It's been not a great situation. 343 were silent for quite a long time. They were. And, you know, a lot of us were very worried about the future of the game and the future of the franchise, you know, and this is, I know I know a lot of you guys will call it small, but this, you know, update about Season 2 and the stuff coming, it makes me feel a lot more relieved that there's going to be a lot more hope for this game, and, you know, stuff that we're going to find out for Season 2, it should be, you know, really awesome, in my opinion. So I want to just, you know, keep us all a bit positive, because this is looking awesome in terms of Season 2. If anything, if anything, the hardest thing now will be the 60-day wait until Season 2. But it is also an indication that nothing is coming until Season 2, because they would have dropped it here. But I do want to say, so they have actually confirmed it here. They have actually confirmed it, that the Tactical Ops mode, or the Tactical Ops event, sorry, will be starting next week. So next Wednesday or next Tuesday for you guys in America, that will start. So yeah, Tactical Ops will be on the way. That is coming. So that should be good. And of course, the Battle Pass for that looks really nice. We got the Mark V finally, or a variation of it called Zeta, which looks awesome. So that's good. But yeah, that's just something else to look forward to. So next week, I will make a video, guys. My next video will be talking about the Tactical Ops event as well. So make sure to, if you haven't already, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified when I upload that. But yeah, that is something I'm curious. I'm curious to know your thoughts on that. And overall, we will wrap it up, because I haven't actually gone through the last little bit here, because it was written by Joseph Staten, as you guys can see there, right? Which is why this update is, you know, is solid, because Joseph Staten wrote it. Thank God. But yeah, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the final bits here. Okay. Importantly, we're not just planning to address hot list items at the start of seasons. Similar to update 1.1.1 that launched a little more than a week ago, we intend to ship fixes, features, and content in more agile ways during our seasons. So that is the only thing about Season 1 that we haven't had, which was content, you know? So, yeah, we're going to keep going. So that was, yeah. And speaking of great season content, right, Tactical Ops starts next week, right, which is awesome. And all of the stuff, I believe, is Mark 7 focused. And the helmet there, as you guys can see, the Mark 5 Zeta, I think will be, you know, worn with the Mark 7, I think. Unless someone, I mean, usually, obviously, the Mark 5 would be with the Mark 5 set, but I believe the Mark 5 helmet here will be working with the Mark 7, unless I'm just tripping out, because they did say Mark 7 core focus rewards to own. So I assume that is the case. Let's take a look. Yo guys, I do appreciate you, over 200 of you guys watching, tuning in. That means a lot to me. It really does, and it also shows that all of you guys are excited and happy to see that you know, an update is out for the game, or, you know, news about the game, right? This is huge news. It is. As Sean says, this is the roadmap to our roadmap. Hey, you're not wrong, honestly, because if you think about it, this is telling us what's coming in Season 2, and I don't think they can commit to a massive overarching roadmap until they lock down all the stuff coming in Season 2, Season 3, and, I mean, possibly even, like, the future, Season 4. So, yeah, you know, that's that's different. So, sounds like they're going into the yeah, that's right. So, King of the North is saying, sounds like they're getting into the groove of things. So, expect content creation to be streamlined. So, in my opinion, I think I think they had issues at the, you know, start of Season 1, getting, you know, working with the code, fixing stuff in the game, because they lost a lot of the contractors, right? And I've got a good feeling they would have hired a lot of people now to, you know, work on shipping a lot of stuff coming to the game, or a lot of the Season 2 content, Season 3 stuff, as well as they have also been outsourcing stuff to other people. So, you know, I think Forge, I don't know if Forge was out, no, I don't think Forge has been outsourced. I think they've got a massive mode in the works that is like this invasion style thing that has been outsourced to another company or something like that. That's what I'm hearing rumors about. But yeah, so there's a lot of stuff going down, and I think what we noticed, or at least what I'm taking away from Season 1, is that they had a lot of bumps in the road to, you know, get things working. And I'm hoping, and I think what's going to happen now is, you know, starting from Season 2, we'll start to see content and things added a lot faster than they were in Season 1, or have been in the game. So Mario says, finally some good fucking food. Awesome, Joe. Thanks, Mario. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, but literally, you're right, though, because this is something to, get us excited about, keep us going for a while. The only negative, only downside is the what do you call it? The co-op delay, right? But as long as it's not a, let's say if it's a couple weeks delay, that will be fine. If it's like a 60-day delay or 30-day delay, then that's where the problem will start arising for a lot of you guys and myself as well. But I do believe season 2 will be 60 days long, right? Which should be the standard. And I think 60 days is the perfect time because as you guys can see, they've actually planned. They've got seasonal story content that will be dropping at the start of every season, right? So if any of you guys are not sure what seasonal story content means, basically it's stuff involving your multiplayer Spartan. So yeah, it's not going to be on the level or scale of a campaign DLC, right? Which makes sense, but it may even be like a PVE mode, very similar to Halo 4 Spartanauts, but of course, let's hope it's a lot fucking better. So yeah, that should be a lot of fun, and that should be really cool. And getting to see your multiplayer Spartan just interacting in the world of Halo, in of itself, actually will be really cool. And I think a lot of people will be quite excited for it when it comes out in season 2. And then, of course, season 3, we should get like more of it. So, yeah, every season you expect to see seasonal story content that will just continue to add on, or get added onto every season, right? Which should be good. So, as long as the seasons are 60 days long, they should be good. We'll see. Patton's saying season 2 is 92 days long. Where does it say that here? Have I just skimmed over that? Unless I'm just tripping out. Okay, I just realised something. I did skip something here. I'm an idiot. Okay, this is good. The new modes include Last Spartan Standing, a free-for-all elimination mode, as well as another new mode named Land Grabbed. Okay, we've not heard that one. Plus the return of an updated all-time favourite mode, King of the Hill. I'm very excited for King of the Hill, and I'm very excited for this Last Spartan Standing mode. So that sounds interesting. Those modes in and of itself sound really cool. I can't believe I glossed over that. That's not what you guys are saying to me. You guys are literally like, okay, you missed the modes, Ghost, so fuck. My bad. But yeah. Is that what they're saying? Okay. Because, I'm sorry, season 1, how long was season 1? Season 1 was about 140 days, right? I think season 1 was like 140 days or something massive. It was like, it's still going. We've still got 60 days. From what so hang on. 30 read the 3 months, mate. 90 days. Interesting. So interesting. So yeah, I was under the assumption that it was always going to be 60-day seasons, and the only reason season 1 was expanded or delayed twice as long was because they had a lot of issues with co-op and getting that ready. So yeah, I was always I definitely thought it was 60 days because 60 days sounds great to me. I think 90 days is 90 days. I'm not too sure about you guys, but 90 days, 3 months is quite long. I don't know if they have a lot of content coming out during the season, then I guess that would be fine. But it does depend what they have coming out there. It really does depend. If 343 can put out content out very fast, then that will be really good. Okay, let's take a look. So, I'm just really curious about this one. So, Last Spartan Standing, a free-for-all elimination mode. So, free-for-all elimination mode. Maybe I'm going to assume it's rounds, and you got to just, or maybe if you've got lives or something, I'm not too sure. But elimination on Halo 5, and also the elimination mode on Halo Infinite, for any of you guys not too sure. Basically, there's rounds, and it's like, you have to just kind of wipe everybody out, if that makes sense. And it's like 1 life per round, and then the round restarts. So if it is something like that, that could be a lot of damn fun. Yeah, so I'm very excited for that. Any spin-off, any spins on Free For All or Lone Wolves is a lot of fun. I'm very interested in that, so definitely keep that type of content coming. But yeah, so that is good. That is good. And yes, he's not drunk. Seasons are for whatever 3 months long. 3 months long, right? Okay, so they are 3 months long. Okay. So what we need then, we just need 343 to make sure that content is coming out relatively quickly during those seasons, right? 3 months is really long, as you say in there, Sean. So for it to be 3 months, we need to have stuff coming out, at the end of like every 30 days, pretty much, to just, keep people, I think, actively playing during the season, right? 90 days is a long time, but I guess okay, from a standpoint, okay, I can understand why they're doing 3 months long. I'm going to assume it's because, what do you call it? Because they are working on the campaign stuff as well as the multiplayer DLC stuff, which is, what do you call it? The story, the seasonal story content. That's what I'm trying to say. So 3 months long. That should be, that kind of makes sense, I guess. But yeah, I don't know why I was thinking 2 months. That's on me. Fuck. Yeah, so slowed mood, only 2 maps. I'm hoping it's more than two. Like, I know they said two here, or they showed off two today, but I'm hoping it's at least four, and they're just, showing two now, and they'll show the other two, when season 2 drops or something like that. Unless, can anyone confirm for me if anyone from 343 have said that these are the only 2 maps we're getting in season 2, or if people are just saying that for the sake of saying it? I mean, yeah, 3 months is normal for a season. Okay, yeah, okay, thanks, Toxic. Okay, slide move as well, yeah. Okay, so 3 months, okay, there we go. I'm probably not well versed with that then. Okay, 3 months shouldn't be too bad then. Maybe if they're putting out content enough, I guess, during the months, I'm pretty sure that should be fine. Plus, we'll have a lot more modes on offer for us, which is great. And, I don't know about you guys, but we've still got the achievement for elimination that is in the, what do you call it? That is in the file, or not in the files, it's in the Xbox achievements. So yeah, it's that's funny, but yeah, we'll see. I am hoping for 4 maps at the bare minimum. I think, yeah, Hokey Pokey as well. I guess it's 4 maps. Yeah, I definitely think 4 maps for the bare minimum has to be the case. It has to be. So very quickly, what are your thoughts on these 2 maps? So we've got just, what they've shown us so far. We've got Catalyst and Breaker. If you guys had to pick which one, just looking at the concepts, which one off the bat would be your favorite? Just looking at it, right? Deserty theme here with Breaker, and of course we've got a banished structure. Not too sure if you can go into it. Adam, thank you, man. That means a lot, man. That really means a lot. We're not too sure if you can go into it. Hopefully you can, but it looks awesome. Then for this one here for Catalyst, it looks like a kind of like a Forerunner / Ruin vibe where grass is overgrowing. If you guys can see there, I can zoom in a bit more. So yeah, that does look awesome as well. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the vibe. One thing we definitely need is more Forerunner maps, or just like Forerunner structures in general for multiplayer. I think for sure that is something we need, because Halo Infinite's Forerunner aesthetic, if I want to say that, is really nice. It feels like Halo 3. It feels like Halo 3's Forerunner stuff on steroids, and it looks really nice. Yeah, it literally, like, I'm just seeing what you guys are saying there. So yeah, it kind of looks like Guardian. Yeah, it's got a similar vibe to it, doesn't it, Matthew? So, I'm very happy with that. I think this map's going to be awesome. And of course, Breaker, just first glance, I think it looks really nice. Now, we're not too sure. I'm hoping, as I said before, I'm really hoping that this, like, banished structure there is something that you can just walk into or climb on top of, if that makes sense. On Deadlock, right, as much as I love Deadlock, it's a weird map where the middle of the map is kind of just barren. It's boring because if you walk out into the middle, you just get shot from all angles, and you can't go into the banished AA turret or climb it anyway. So yeah, we'll see. This looks like something that you might be able to climb up into, and if I'm correct in thinking so, that might be a ramp there on that left side, and the right side might have a ramp there as well. So possibly we can walk into it. So if that's the case, I'll be very happy. I'm not too sure what this thing is here. It might be like some sort of connector. But yeah, imagine there was like an elephant. Imagine we had an elephant, an elephant to ride around in this map. But yeah, hopefully, we'll see. This could be even one base, and there could be 2 bases on the map where each base has a banished friggin' structure. So that could be really cool. So yeah, we'll see. I do think I do think this map could be potentially one of the best BTB maps in the game if done right. Because it's got a desert theme to it. It just feels different to the other three maps we've got, and anything that has banished structures or a banished vibe to it would be awesome. We really need more maps like that aren't human. We need more elite banished brute, hardcore enemy maps. Similar to like Reach had a lot where you're on the carriers or the cruisers, right? So, I would love to see a map where we're on like a freaking ship, like Warship Gabraken. So that would be really cool. Yeah. So in my opinion, this looks great. It is concept art. I want you guys to remember that. So concept art isn't indicative of what the actual final product will be, but as we can see from Behemoth, and when Behemoth came out, it was very, very similar. So I don't think it is. Yeah. So that's very important as well. So this, from what I can tell, this isn't the full patch notes or the full thing to expect for Season 2, right? That's the most important thing to note here, because they have said that they will be talking about the maps and the other modes coming in Season 2. And of course, we've got a lot of new armors, and I'm really hoping a progression system, a basic progression system drops with Season 2. It needs it. I cannot overstate it. Overstate how important a basic progression system is for a game like Halo Infinite. It will keep people playing the game. It gives people something to grind for. It gives people something like a sense of achievement just by playing the game. So it really, that is something that is very very important for a game's longevity, especially Halo Infinite. No, I'm a bit friggin' under the weather, toxic. Sorry, man. Yeah, it's bad. I do apologize, guys. I swear to God, like, I'm always fucking sick. But I actually dead ass and am sick today. So yeah, I apologize. But I wanted to jump on this and do a stream for you guys just to see how you guys are feeling, and of course let you guys know what was happening. The main thing, I want to try keep the positivity up, because as you guys would have noticed, it's been extremely negative the last couple of weeks, right? And a lot of it has been warranted. Like, a lot of it is very fair, towards 343. The criticisms, they deserve it. They were silent for a long time when they really shouldn't have been. But as we can see, they were working on this, and I'm very, very happy. I think I'm pleased, let's just say that they've released this and released news on the stuff coming in Season 2. It's not a roadmap per se, but it's not a roadmap at all, but it's more of it's very similar to an Inside Infinite update. So yeah, that's how I can kind of put it down to that. Yo, Mickey, thank you so much for the $5, man. Really appreciate that. This blog post is a good first step to fixing the game. It's a shame there's no roadmap yet, but it won't be too far behind. Yeah, that's what I think as well. So yeah, I think that's a very important thing, really. Like, the roadmap has to come out, but I'm honestly, just judging from this, I'm not going to expect the roadmap until Season 2, because I assume the roadmap will be something they're going to plan for, as like a massive, or like this overarching thing for Halo Infinite, right? So I assume they want to lock down stuff for Season 2 first, and then after that it'll be like, okay, let's work on this roadmap, focus on things that will be coming to the game after or post Season 2. Progression system so they did not talk about it here, unfortunately, but a progression system is 100% necessary for a game like Halo Infinite now. And as well, it'll get people back to the game, playing the game. It's as simple as that. Let's take a look. Adam, what type of progression system do you think should and could happen? Honestly, anything similar, anything close to Halo 3 or Halo Reach would be perfect for me. Something that has like actual ranks, I think would work really well. So for me, I feel like I prefer Reach's progression system the most. Obviously, it was a bit tedious, like in terms of the higher tiers or higher levels, higher ranks. But yeah, I definitely think, having some massive rank that you can achieve to get to, that's not a number, like Inheritor, right, was so awesome. Whenever you saw an Inheritor in a match, I mean, first you thought, fuck, this guy plays a shit ton of Halo Reach, but second you're thinking, okay, he could be good, maybe he could be good, right? Because obviously a lot of Inheritors weren't actually good, they just sat and played the game all the time, but still, there was a sense of accomplishment, a sense of achievement, just by getting to that rank, just playing the game, right? So yeah, so that is huge, and we definitely need a good one for the game. Thank you, honorable mention. Thank you, man. Really appreciate that. Roadmap plan for season 2 might roll people up considering it was supposed to come out in January and then got delayed further. Yeah. So unfortunately, again, we should have received the roadmap earlier in January, but yeah, Doom Guy Armor Core. That's what it was. Okay, I was not thinking there, but that would be cool. I don't know if this is, unless I'm tripping out. Unless you're saying that could be coming in the future, because if that's the case, that would be awesome, and I could see that happening as a crossover event. Yo, Mickey, thank you. Yo, did another $5. Thank you, man. That means a lot. One more thing before Wallet falls into debt. I'm glad the blog post was written by Joe. He's a beacon of light for most people right now. Yeah, I totally agree. I think, okay, if I'm honest, I think Joe will get this game to where it needs to be. It may take him a year. It may take him into 2023. But I do think he will get the game to where he needs to be. He's a true Halo fan. He's done so much shit for the Halo franchise when he was with Bungie, with Halo 2, Halo CE, and of course Halo 3 ODST, really leading that project. And that's why those games are so freaking fantastic, and the stories of those games are just awesome. So I really, I'm really hoping for the future, DLCs for the campaign, that he is kind of overseeing everything, giving tips, overseeing everything, because he's the creative director. So I expect he will be, and if he can just get the story in a really good spot, that would be awesome. Like, I would love to see him write like an Aatrox perspective where we play as Aatrox against against like the Flood or something. That'd be so fucking sick. Or just, something like that would be awesome. Or even just Aatrox against other, let's say like a Covenant Remnant or something that, are against him. I don't know. No clue. But yeah, just something really cool like that would be awesome. He is for sure a beacon of light, for us all. So yeah, no, that's a very good point. Esports with Elrod. Hey, thank you, man. What's going on, dude? What's going on? Good to see you. Do you think Firefight or co-op PVE modes will ever come to Infinite? For sure. I think that's a must, again, for a game like Infinite. And also, what's really important is that something like Firefight actually it kind of caters to a lot of Halo fans. I was about to say casuals and competitive players, but in actual fact, it caters to like almost every Halo fan. Like, I consider myself a competitive player, but I loved Firefight. I used to play the shit out of Firefight with my brother back in the day, and in Halo 3 ODST and Reach, and something like that on a grander scale would be so cool. Would be so cool for a game like Infinite. And there is plenty of leaks that I've seen. There's this one mode called Survivor, which is like got the Flood, and you've got to just like kill hordes of the Flood. Now, I don't know when we're going to see that. I don't even know if it's been cut, but there's a lot of stuff that is still coming for this game, and yeah, we'll have to just wait and see what exactly comes. But the most important takeaway for me is that I'm just glad we've gotten something. I'm just glad we've gotten literally something, at this point, because we're going literally so fucking long without any news, without a hint of news, without a whiff of news about the game and its future updates. So yeah, I am pleased. I'm pleased that we've got something, and also the update is pretty decent, I think. Yo, boys unknown, what's going on? What's going on, fellas? Firefight upcoming season 15. Fuck. Don't it? Yeah. Could you imagine? Imagine that, though. Maybe some elite from Jules Covenant, who was a friend to Jewel and wants to revenge on the UNSC and joins the Banished. Yeah, Skull Cruncher, that could be awesome. Like, literally, there are so many ideas and possibilities for Halo's story now, going forward. So, they... And so Toxic has said, no news or hints at new weapons and vehicles. They could at least add the weapon variants into multiplayer. So that's an important point. As far as I'm aware, right, they're all there in multiplayer, right, on the weapon pads and shit. So if 343 were to add a Super Fiesta mode, that would be sick. It would go down very well. I don't know. I'm not too sure why they haven't, done that, because it's there ready to go. But again, maybe it's something where they're drip feeding the content a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, that's going to happen with the way Halo Infinite is, But yeah, in terms of the maps coming, I'm excited for these 2 maps. Again, I'm hoping for 2 more. I'm hoping this is not all of it. and I'm hoping they talk about the other Season 2 maps and modes, and etc., coming later on. But yeah, this is a good start. This is something, and I just need 343, or I'm hoping 343 can keep this up and show us more info about these maps and the modes coming before we actually get to Season 2. That would be awesome. And yeah, slightly curious to see what our Halo has to say about this update. God, we'll see. I mean, we'll take a look at it. We'll take a look as well in a quick second. But yeah, I think overall, if I had to pick it, this looks like it could be one of my favorite arena maps. Just looking at it, I don't know. I love the Fauna vibe, and of course, like it feels, as a lot of you guys have been saying, it kind of feels like Guardian, just a similar aesthetic to it or vibe. So that's, there's a possibility that could be my favorite arena map. But this looks the most interesting big team battle map out of all of Halo Infinite's BTB maps, if I'm honest. I think Deadlock is the most interesting on paper with the banished AA turret, but the only issue there is that it's the middle of the map is kind of like boring because you can't do much. You get shot from all angles, and it's not you can't really interact with the turret, or bounce on it or jump on it, all that sort of shit. So yeah, so far from this concept, I'm very excited by this map as well. So let's take a look what you guys are saying as well. Apparently the new Fractures armor core is called Entrenched. Interesting. Entrenched in Unishek's tweet. Awesome. Thanks for letting us know, Kritik. Hope I pronounced that right. So that's interesting. That's really interesting. Okay, we'll see. Okay, guys, we're gonna dive in. We're gonna dive into the the world here of Reddit Halo. Let's see what they're saying. Okay, this will be interesting. This will be interesting. Okay, okay. Got delayed past Season 2 launch. Again, as I said, that is, of course, the upsetting part of this post, upsetting part of the update. Yeah, so we already knew Forge is coming Season 3, that's fine. I just want to see if there's any, mad takes here. Yeah, so this is something I did talk about, the story and the multiplayer. Yep, I did talk about that. So the seasonal story content we will be getting at the start of each... at the start of each season, so that should be good. That should be exciting. I'm hoping 343 knock it out of the park with that. We'll have to wait and see what the scale of that is, but hopefully it's something good, right? Hopefully. Let's take a look what else we got. So you're telling me the team for Season 2 has been working on content for another separated armor core. I like the aesthetic and theme of the core, not gonna lie, but at the same time, is it really needed? So I was always under the assumption that that seasons will have different fracture cores and different cores in general, right? So that makes sense to me. I thought that was the intent going forward. Yeah, so this next point here. Fuck, bear with me. So this next point here, I did touch on this, and I think it is kind of true in the way that they weren't exactly ready for what a live service game entailed when the game launched, right? And I think for the reason Season 1 was delayed was because they obviously had a lot of issues they needed to fix with the coding or stuff they had to add to the game. Because I don't know if you guys remember, but Sketched made a post saying that the servers, any updates they made could stuff and break the servers. So I'm hoping they've got a lot of that stuff fixed now, and that by the time we roll around to Season 2, they can add any type of content. That's my dog. They can add any type of content to the game, nice and quickly, right? That's going to be the goal. That should be really good. But as long as that's the case and they add content quickly, like during the season, as they mentioned, that should be really good. But if they do a similar thing to Season 1, where they, don't add anything throughout a season, that's when Halo fans will start to lose their shits again. So, we'll see. I was hoping to hear something about Infection. If it's... No, it has to come earlier. I'm hoping it comes earlier. Whoop. So we got a few... So they did talk about the cross customization stuff, right? So they didn't, but they did previously talk about it. So as from my understanding, just to let you guys know, it's not as simple as a switch to let players, cross customize their armors and all that sort of stuff. The reason they are keeping the armor cores, right, I think is to do all the crazy shit with those armor cores. But I think for anything like the Mark 7, the Mark 5, those should be able to cross customize, right? I don't think there should be any there shouldn't be any lock or constraint on doing that with those armor cores. But the fracture armor cores, I'm okay with those staying as like separate cores. But the other cores, like the Mark 7, Mark 5, should be cross customizable. You should be able to customize whatever you want to do. If you want to make some weird ass Spartan, you can do that, So yeah, I definitely think that should be the case. But in regards to mixing fracture stuff that isn't usually Halo-ish content or Halo style or Halo aesthetic, I'm okay with keeping that a separate core. I am. But everything else, right, should be a cross-customizable thing where you can customize whatever you want. Right, I think that just goes without saying. But the main thing, yeah, so as Rex is saying there, the one thing that needs to be universal is the armor cores, or are the armor cores, right? That's super important. We really need we need universal armor cores, armor coatings, all that sort of shit. Sorry. Armor coatings, that's what I meant to say. But I am tripping out, guys, sorry. Honorable mention, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Get some sleep, though. Trust me. Get some sleep. If you're that tired, get some sleep, man. I appreciate you hanging out, though. Visors and coatings should 100% be universal, though. Yes, fully agree, Toxic. There's this. I can grab a. Let's see. Yeah, so you guys are agreeing there. I mean, yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean, Second. Yeah, there shouldn't be any restrictions. If someone wants to have a samurai chest with other helmets, why not? Yeah, I think, yeah, okay, that makes sense. For me, I'm just saying that some people might want to keep the Halo side of stuff with the Halo side of stuff, but I agree that players should have the option. Players should have the choice to create whatever Spartan they want to create, even if the Spartan looks a little wacky. So, yeah, I agree with that. I agree, like, that might be a bit, a little bit, interesting, where, players could create some wacky shit, but honestly, okay, you've changed my opinion on that, I think, because if players can create whatever they want to create, then that's the goal. That should always be the core focus for 343's customization. So yeah, okay, I can see what you're saying about that. Sean, I'm not surprised. Sean gets on it hella quick. That's why, I usually wouldn't be making a video, but I kind of wanted to just talk with you all on a stream and get your overall opinions on this, pretty much. I thought that would be a bit better. Yeah, so the general consensus, get rid of the armor cores. That's what they're saying. I don't think they ever said it was going to be just those two maps. I'm pretty sure they'll talk about more, because they did literally say. They did say here. Hang on, I've just gone past it. Bear with me. I've gone past it. They did say we'll have a lot more to share about the Season 2 maps, modes, customization options, etc. In April. So that is a month before. Sorry, that's my dog again. That's a month before Season 2, right? So that should be somewhat good, right? So in April next month, we'll have another update, and I assume it'll be very similar to this. That will delve deeper into the maps, into the modes, customization options, and as well the narrative content, which will be the seasonal story content coming to the game. Joseph Staten himself said that we would be able to make our Spartans exactly how you wanted. Right. Yeah, so again, we'll have to see what happens there. At this point, it feels like the plan will be for them to keep the plan will be for them to keep the armor cores that are coming with the fracture events. We'll have to see if that's the case, but that's what I think will be happening. Right? I don't know if they're going to change it, because then they kind of lose the whole fracture element, I guess. I don't know, maybe. I'm not too sure on that one. That's actually an interesting one. See, that's interesting. I definitely think it should be open, though. It should allow players to switch and mix and match. That's really important. Seasonal story, aka no. So seasonal story, Chris, will be about your multiplayer Spartan. So it's actually adding on to the story from the tutorial. If you remember, if you guys played the tutorial at the end, Spartan Agrin, I don't know how to pronounce her name. Sorry. She said about a bunch of stuff, and then she's like, "When I get back, and trust me, I will be back. We got some work to do. Or we'll be busy, right? So it could be like a mission, 2 missions." Or it could even be like a PVE mode where you just kill a bunch of fucking banished. That'd be sick. And yeah, it could be something like that. We'll have to wait and see. But as long as it's something exciting, it will keep people happy. And I am actually quite excited for it. So yeah, seasonal story will not be DLC stuff. It will not be like campaign DLC in any regard. So a lot of people had that misconception, but that's not the case. Hey, Secrets Packer, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I can't talk today, but I do appreciate that, man. Yeah, somehow I still have 200 of you guys watching, so that really means a lot, guys. Feel free to, if you want to, feel free to subscribe to the channel. It'd really mean a lot. If it's free, and it really does help me out. But of course, I appreciate you guys just hanging out and watching, and even just talking. Really means a lot, and it's really interesting to get your perspectives, and really cool to get your understanding of this update and what your thoughts are with the game. So yeah, I appreciate all you guys hanging out. It means a lot, really does. Let's take a look. Midland's already made a video. Nice. I'm not surprised. Yeah, my guy's quick as well. I think Sean's the fastest, but then it would go mid blitz as well. You reckon there should be rewards, incentives when it comes to co-op campaign? It would be cool. Absolutely. I think give players a reason to do it first and foremost. Give people a reason to actually, buddy up with their, friends or brothers or whatnot, to actually play it again. Give them something cool. If they can do it on Legendary, give them all like a freaking, like an emblem or a really cool armor, helmet, visor, something cool. Something where you go, fuck, okay, he played at Legendary in co-op. But with that said, there should have already been something for Legendary. If you finish Legendary in the game or Lasso, you actually don't get anything. There's no special helmet, there's no armor, visor, emblem, coat, nothing, right? So that's definitely a missed opportunity. So, yeah, I definitely hope and expect to see, I do expect to see something in that regard, Hey, Sixpack, thank you, man. Legend, thank you for the sub, man. I really appreciate that. So yeah, this is good, guys. Hopefully you check your sketch will be able to specify a couple details before. Yeah, hopefully, Chief. Let's hope, man. Yo, Soccer Next, what's going on, man? Good to see you. I woke up to this and you know what's going on. So, very quickly, and of course, for any of you guys I've just clicked in or tuned into the stream here, very quickly, we've got a first glance at 2 of the new maps coming, which will be Breaker, a new big team battle map coming in Season 2, as well as Catalyst, which is an arena map coming in Season 2. Both of these maps look absolutely beautiful. They're just concepts right now, but what we can see, like especially looking at Behemoth's concept before Halo Infinite launched, it looked like exactly the same as the map. So yeah, expect it to be like a splitting image or the exact same image when the game releases, or when we get more screenshots of in-game footage, which I think no doubt will happen during here in April when we get more news, right? So we do look forward. So next month we will actually have a very similar update to this, right? Going over all of this stuff coming in Season 2, just with a bit more detail, right? So then we've got a first look at our Fracture Armor here, right? So Fracture Armor coming in Season 2. Apparently you guys were saying it's Entrenched, or it's titled Entrenched, so that looks awesome. And yeah, so that's the new Fracture. That looks really cool. Then the Season 2 name is called Lone Wolves, or Season 2 is based around Lone Wolves. And it says Lone Wolves Spartans are hunters, trackers, etc., etc. Here's an early peek at 2 of them. So, early peek at 2 of the armors, and honestly, they look pretty darn cool. They look really nice. I'm just hyped for, cool designs. That's what I want to see. Just creative stuff. I think that's gonna be really cool to see. And also it's very important that 343 keep it being creative. They need to be creative with all this stuff. So as long as they can do that and hit all that sort of stuff, we should be solid. As well as they Season 2, yeah, so Season 2 is still coming May 3rd. Co-op has been delayed slightly, right? That's the sad news of all of this today. Co-op has been slightly delayed. Ghost, can you hide the audio? Hang on, sorry. I just realized I was too far away. my bad. what do you call it? See, co-op will actually be releasing like maybe 30 days or so after Season Two's launch. We don't know when, but Season 2 is like 90 days long. So yeah, we'll have to just wait and see. But as far as I'm aware, it should be like the first 30 days. If it's anything longer than 30 days in that season, I think players will be a little bit frustrated, or a lot more frustrated. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Everything else in the update, I'm very, very pleased with. It's just the what do you call it? The co-op. The co-op was a bummer. Hearing that was a bummer. But everything else, I'm very excited. I'm excited for the season. I love the name Lone Wolves, and yeah, it's just good to have something. It's just a lot of us were in the dark. We had no clue what was happening with this game, and yeah, I'm just pleased to have something, you know. So yeah, I guess that pretty much sums it up, if that makes sense. It's just something to chew on for a while, right? So yeah, I'm happy. Overall, I'm gonna say I am happy. I am actually pretty pleased at this update, because it's just given us something to look at, as well as something to be aware of with what's coming in Season 2. And the more I look at this map, it just looks friggin' awesome. It looks really nice, actually. Yeah, I don't know. This actually could be becoming my favorite map. Just looking at it. And this is one screenshot. I just think the what do you call it? The aesthetic of it is just fantastic. Really. I don't know. I don't know. That could just be me. Oh man, I'm so sick. I'm so sorry, guys, about my voice. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Yo, hello, how you going, man? Good to see you. What's up? What's going on, man? Send you a DM when you have a second. Hey, I'll check it after this stream. I'll be done. I'll be done soon. Thank you, dude. The helmet for that core looks similar to the ISR helmet. I think so. Unless I'm tripping out. Kind of does. Fallout. It looks like Fallout. Yeah, it does. Chief Master does, man. Is the Lone Wolves another armor core? We're not too sure, man. I'm not too sure. I'm gonna hope it's like added onto what do you call it? Onto the Mark 7. Not too sure, but I'm just gonna assume it's added onto the Mark 7 stuff. So it just gives people a wide array of options that they can choose from, right? So I think that'll be the case. Oh no, hang on, no confirmation here from Hollow. There is another armor core coating. Can't talk. Another armor core coming. Okay, right, there we go. Interesting. Okay, but alright, okay. It looks cool though. It looks cool. I was hoping it would be added onto like the Mark 7, but okay. That's right. That's okay. Credits will be earnable in Battle Pass 2. Anthony, yeah, that's true. That is true. They did talk about that. They didn't mention it here, but I assume they will in the April post. So that is something to chew on. But yeah, no, I'm happy with this, guys. I am overall. Obviously, there are some problems with like co-op, and some people not liking the armor core stuff, and that's all very fair, all very valid. But in terms of what's coming into Season 2, I am pleased. I am hoping to see another 2 maps. I think 4 maps should be the bare minimum we see. 4, anything less than 4, people will be pissed off or upset. So I hope we see 4. But what we can see from these 2 maps looks really nice. Looks really awesome. So yeah, I'm very pleased with that, guys. I don't want to. Yeah, I think we'll leave it there, guys. I don't want to drag it on. That's pretty much summed up my thoughts. Let me know what you guys are thinking, or comment it down once the stream's done, and I'll get back to you guys. But yeah, drop a like on the stream if you guys did enjoy the stream, or if you didn't cringe yourself through it. But yeah, that pretty much sums it up, guys. I am pleased. I hope they can keep communicating with us and letting us know what's happening with the game, and I think we'll be in a good spot. Very quickly, Game Legend, what map would you like to see in Halo Infinite? Narrows, Lockout, one of those, a remake of one of those. I think particularly Lockout. I love Lockout. It's one of my favorite ones. Same as Narrows. Narrows would be awesome to see back in the game. Look, there are so many maps that I would love to see, come into Halo Infinite or made in Halo Infinite. But yeah, we'll have to just wait and see what 343 can push out. 10 years. No, I was going to say 10 years from now. A year from now. a year from now, hopefully, hopefully we've got a lot more on offer in terms of maps and modes, and I think that will be the case. But yeah, a lot of remakes I would love to see. Oh, a Blood Gulch. Oh man, Blood Gulch, Blood Gulch. That is what I would love to see. So yeah, we'll see. And I guess I am gonna wrap up the stream there. I appreciate all of you guys for tuning in, watching, or if you were watching this back on the VOD, I really do appreciate you guys. Feel free to like the stream and drop me a sub if you haven't already. Again, you don't have to, but I would really appreciate it if you could. And I'll catch you guys in my next video, which will be actually later today. So yeah. Anyway, thank you guys, and I'll catch you next time. Have a good one.